Yeah. Hi friends. This is Ravikanth Miriyala. Before getting into the subject, let me introduce about myself. As I said, Ravikanth, my name. I'm a chartered accountant. Okay. I cleared in November 2006. Okay, CA final. Yeah. And your subject that is in May 2003. I have cleared CA Inter. Okay. Yeah. So from 2006 to now, this is like 2025. Yeah, approximately 20 years of, right, 19 18 years of 18 years of post qualification experience. This is my post qualification experience, right? And what did I do? Right, first thing is I did my articleship with PricewaterhouseCoopers. This is one of the big four. And post qualification also I was with PricewaterhouseCoopers only in Bangalore for about 2 years. Later I joined Deloitte. Deloitte is Hyderabad Deloitte basically. Okay, I was there for 3+ years. Then later moved on to, teaching plus practicing. So I was there for I was there the teaching and practicing for approximately 13+years. Now recently, yes, I am teaching continuing, but I just got back into I joined another firm called Guru and Jana Chartered Accountants, Bangalore. Okay, what do we do there? We do whatever I'm going to teach you, that accounting standards, what I teach it for CA final, that is Ind AS or IFRS you call, which is obviously what is IFRS, what is Ind AS, you'll be learning it in the next sessions. Okay, these things we are going to learn it. Whatever we are learning, no, that those things I'm doing it practically. So I have this many number of years of practical experience of the subject, basically the accounting standards and etc. And with respect to the other things, yes, I have written some books. Okay, that is for CA Inter. I have written the first one is Advanced Accounting Made Easy, which is your subject. Yes, Advanced Accounting Made Easy. Yeah. So this is published by commercial publications. Okay. Yeah, commercial publications. And this commercial publications, this book basically, this is what you are supposed to purchase, my dear. This book alone will be sufficient for 100 marks of your advanced accounting paper. Over and above this, you don't need to refer. You don't need to refer your CA Inter material of ICAI. You don't need to refer any other thing. That is past examination questions. You don't need to refer RTP of relevant. Your exam RTP. You should refer it. That is for safety side. Otherwise, previous year RTPs are also already covered in the textbook. Right, now the question will come. Okay, right. Okay, let me complete that first. Next, audit made easy, audit and ethics made easy. That is also written for CA inter level, and for CA final level also. That is Ind AS made easy. That is Ind AS made easy book is there, and there is a chart book. And for CA members, that is professionals, also there is Ind AS made easy for professionals also. That book is also there. Not only that, I have written a book for ICAI, that is for FRRB. Okay, FRRB. What is FRRB stands for, sir? Financial Reporting Review Board. Yeah, I am also a member of this board of ICAI. Right? We have seen like approximately 200 and plus company financial statements. And what are all the mistakes in those company financial statements? Those mistakes we have accumulated. Correct, now we have drafted in one particular format, and we have published one book that it will be available, that is available in the website of FRRB also. Like that, there are so many contributions from student side and for the members from ICAI side. I am a regular faculty for Ind AS certification course. Ind AS certification course. Okay, what is this? When should I do it? Correct, na? Certificate you don't need to do right now. Okay, Ind AS certification course is by ICAI. This is a post qualification certification. Post qualification, yes, after completion of your CA, inter CA final and everything. If you want a certification, you want to get some expertise on the Ind AS or IFRS, whatever you call, okay, then people will do it. Okay, I'm a regular faculty in this. Okay, this is about myself, and whatever the subject I am going to teach you, those things I have already applied practically. Each and every paragraph of accounting standard and auditing standard is already been applied by me practically. That's why I feel I'll be able to explain you every concept of it. And next, in my teaching, what are we supposed to learn? I mean, where you should focus. Correct, na? Yes, not just listening and just forgetting. Right. For the betterment, you have to copy everything. You have to copy everything. Whatever I am writing on the board, whatever is appearing. Sometimes I'll present a PowerPoint presentation will be there. Yes, PowerPoint presentation. Obviously, as you are very good at these things, okay, you pause the video. I will tell after entire one slide is over. I will say, yes, please copy. Right. Yes, you should please copy it, and that one only you are supposed to revise it. If you don't copy, and if you just correct na, just listen like a song and go no, that's going to impact. Okay, done. Next question. Okay, sir, this book you are telling, you are asking us to purchase. Yes. So where should I purchase? You can purchase in Amazon, Flipkart. So many websites are available. Correct? Na? You remember my name, right? That is CA Ravikanth Miriyala. Okay, right. CA Ravikanth Miriyala. Miriyala. If you type this name, you will get in Amazon also, Flipkart also. Every website, many websites it is available. Okay, sir, any other place? Any other place means my website also is available, my dear friend. That is nothing but my name, Ravikanth Miriyala. Okay, ravikantmiriyala.com. Yeah, from there you can just go and you can order your book. Okay, right. We will ship it. Yes, our team is there. Our team will be shipping the book. Maybe today, if you receive the order, tomorrow we'll be shipping the book. And they will contact you. That will not be an issue. That I don't need to explain much. Just visit the website. From there also, you will be able to order the book. Okay, done. So this is about myself. Right. Now, before going into the deeper and deeper, okay, right. First, what I would like to explain it to you. Yeah, I say journal entries. Okay, right. I must have taught my dear friends minimum 25,000 plus students. Okay, where did you teach? Correct. Now 25,000 students, like it. That is, I have taught so far in Bangalore. Yes, in Hyderabad for some number of years. In Kochi also some number of years. Okay, in Guntur also so many number of batches. Okay, so many different academies I have taught. Online also I am teaching. There are so many number of students who have already qualified and who are already practicing. They're in very good position. CFOs, partners of big firms also. Yes, there are my students. Right. So my simple suggestion is, yes, you must have completed already your foundation. Correct, na? Yes, you have completed your CA foundation. Yes, congratulations. Right. In addition, yes, or some people must have completed the BCom. Correct, na? Whichever the route, direct route or I mean foundation route, whichever the route you have come. But my observation after teaching so many number of students, no, some students, or at least maybe some in the sense like 40-50% of the students, okay, they have some basic problem with the journal entries. They have some basic problem with the journal entries. Okay, journal entries. These journal entries, correct, na? Because they already completed foundation or because they have already completed the BCom, correct, na? They may not be able to ask. I cannot go and tell I have completed BCom, but I don't know. Correct, na? Basic journal entries only. Yes, I agree with you. It may be difficult. That's why I wanted to take some time to start with journal entries. Okay, I'll give you very basic, I mean basic journal entries will start, and to the difficult level of journal entries we will go. Next, remember very clearly, whatever the journal entries I am teaching, yes, you will be copying it now and you are supposed to revise it. If you feel yourself, I'm not very confident on some journal entries, isn't it your responsibility to revise it on daily basis. Correct, na? Yeah, you have to revise it. Right. See, you can cheat some other person, but you cannot cheat yourself, no? Right. Where you are weak, you felt, you know it, but aren't you supposed to strengthen yourself? I know you are very good at it. You do strengthen yourself. Yeah. Work hard, my dear. It is very easy to clear CA inter examination. If you ask me, no, right, till degree level, my dear, till degree, that is till degree, I mean BCom, okay, till BCom, I have done my course in Telugu medium. I am a Telugu head basically. Okay, I have completed it in Telugu. I have done it in Telugu. My first exam in full English is CA inter exam. Okay, yeah. So so much of struggle, obviously. Correct, na? So if you put efforts and again and efforts, na, it's very easy. Correct, na? Why I have told this Telugu guy, Telugu medium student, no? Simple logic. A Telugu medium student with hard work, correct, na? With obviously common sense, when he is able to clear the CA inter exam, that too in 2003, those days it was very tough compared to today's, because I am a teacher, I know the papers, I am solving every paper for, correct, I have to solve the paper, your paper also, why? For my book publishing. Got it? Yeah. So for my book publishing, I have to write the paper. If I compare those days paper and today's paper, the difficulty is come down. It's okay, that is good for you. One way good, one way bad, ignore it. That is good or bad, that anyhow I cannot change it. Correct, na? Right. So a Telugu medium person has cleared the CA inter CA final in first attempt both the groups. I repeat, CA inter CA final first attempt both the groups I could clear. Why not you, my dear? Correct, na? How come you are lesser than me? You are nobody in this earth is less than me. All are either equal or you may be much better than me. Okay, right? To speak this much of English also, it took a lot of time for me. Got it? But only one thing I remember very, very, very clearly. Till now, work hard. Take it as a challenge. That's all. It you will be able to crack it. Okay. And again, in my class, no, you don't find too many jokes. Okay, too many jokes, but subject will be there. If you really want to learn the subject, and if you really want to go to examination with confidence and with concept, listen to me carefully. Okay, right. Yeah, I have seen some videos of so many other teachers where the content is less, comedy is more. Okay, right. Here exactly inverse proportion. Yeah, comedy will be very less, content will be very good. Right? So just to follow my instructions in not only in this video, in some other videos at later point of time also, I will be giving you the, okay, I'll be giving you suggestions. Do this like, do it like this, do it like this. Okay, na? Just to follow whatever I told. Next, today, whatever the setting you are seeing in the camera, correct na, that video, that may not be the same setting, because sometimes I'll be recording it in office, sometimes I'll be recording it in studio, sometimes I'll be recording it at home. Okay, that's why that settings I have not maintained it in the same fashion. Some regions are there. Even if I explain, you will not be able to understand. Okay, right. Just don't bother about all those things. Focus on the subject. Okay, right. And there is no outdated video or nothing, like everything is up to date, everything is useful to you. Please listen to me 100%. I can assure you, you are going to clear the examination in the first attempt itself. Okay, right. With respect to journal entries, come back to that. Okay, as I told you, some people may be not confident, not a problem. Okay, but what should be done? If you are not confident, not a problem. I also had faced the same issue earlier, but what I did, I worked on it. Correct. Now, when you get to know that your weakness, are you supposed to work on it? You have to work on it and strengthen it. Okay, yes, strengthen it. Yeah, that will happen. That's why I am trying to put my side help. Let me do that. Okay, chalo, let's start. Now I'll take you to one of the right? What is this? Yes. So some basic journal entries I have put it in the slides. Okay, right. Let us listen to one by one. Yeah, some things you will feel it very easy. Yes, it is obviously easy. Okay, general common sense. Right. My one more thing, na? Right. Generally, I mean, people say, what people say, sir, there are golden rules are there. Okay, sir, there are golden rules are there. I don't like this golden rule concept. I'm sorry to say. Okay, you must have studied, you have learnt, and based on which you must have already cleared the examination. All are fine. I am not questioning. I don't like personally. Okay, so what is that your rules are? Your rule, I don't know. People call it as American rule or something foreign rule. I don't know that. But what I don't want to name this also American also. I just want to follow basic rule. Okay, right. So what is your basic rule, sir? Yeah, what is my basic rule? Yeah, basic rule is equal to simple. Yeah. Okay, right. I'll be right. There are totally what are all there, sir? Yes, if you say the entire right balance sheet, financial statements. Basically, when I say financial statements means what? That is nothing but a balance sheet, profit and loss statement, cash flow statement, notes to financials, SOCA. I'll talk about this at a next video. I will discuss. Okay, let me focus only on these things. Okay, na? Right. So these things may what will happen from the balance sheet? What will come from the balance sheet? The balance sheet is divided into how many parts? Once again, we'll discuss this. Okay, now one more video. Again, this discussion will happen. But still, okay. Balance sheet. Balance sheet is divided into how many parts, sir? Balance sheet is divided into three parts, my dear. Oh, three as a two? No. It's three only. One is asset. Okay. The next one is liability. Yes, this is liabilities. Correct. The other part is called equity. Equity. What is equity? Equity is different from the liability. Equity is owner's money. Owner's money. Yes. Yeah. Don't it is payable. No, my dear. Equity share capital of suppose I have a shares in Reliance company. Can I go to Reliance company and ask, Arey, get me my money. I have some personal work. I want to go to movie now. Okay, get me. I gave earlier. No, get. No, you don't have right, my dear. You don't have a right. Company does not have an obligation to pay you. Only in case of liquidation, company is obligated to pay you. Till that time, company is not liable to pay you. That's why it is not a liability. That's why it is not a liability. So there are three things. Okay. So from the balance sheet, what is coming? One is asset is coming. Yes. Next one is liability is coming. Yeah. That next one is equity is coming. Agree? Done. And what about profit and loss statement, sir? Yes, from the profit and loss statement, that is one side income will come, the other side expenditure will come. Okay, right. You just need to apply your common sense. What is common sense here? Is the asset increasing or is the asset decreasing? Same fashion, is the liability increasing or is the liability decreasing? Decreasing, increasing. That's all. Everywhere you just need to bother about this. Correct, na? Right. Just observe this. Yeah. I'll delete this. Done. So what is that here? So asset increasing. Yes. This is decreasing. And next step. What is the nature of these accounts? No? What is the general balance? General balance. Generally, what is the balance? Asset shows which balance? Debit balance. Correct? Na? Asset shows debit balance. Liability shows credit balance. This you must be knowing it. If you don't know, you have to remember it. That's all. This is a common sense thing. 99.99% of all of you know this. I'm not teaching. I'm just explaining. That's all. Okay, na? What is the equity, sir? Equity also shows credit balance. What about income, sir? Income also shows credit balance. What about expenditure? Expenditure is debit balance. Agree, na? Exactly. So now increasing. Increasing means what? Already debit is there. Increase means further debit it. Correct, na? That's all. So you are supposed to debit it. If it is an increase in the asset, sir, I purchased a fixed asset. Okay. A new asset has come means existing assets have gone up, no? Exactly, sir. So when existing assets have gone up, correct na? What are you supposed to do? Increase the asset balance. Agree? Sir, I sold fixed asset. That means asset is gone. Asset is gone means asset balance has come down. Asset balance has come down means credit it. Correct? Next. Yeah, here. Liability. I have taken a new loan. Means you have got liabilities are increasing? Increasing. No question. Sir, increasing ko debit karna? No, it's not based on the increase ko debit or decrease ko credit. First, you need to observe what is their no, I mean, correct. That is their base balance. Liability basic balance is what? Credit. Increase means further. Correct. Increase in the liability. It's already credit. Increase means further credit. Then it will go up. Got my point? Decrease means debit it. So it will come down. Hope you understood. If it is the balance, the balance of a liability is already credit. If you want to increase it further, increase further in the sense you are supposed to credit it. Got it? No. Sir, I want to decrease it. Then you are supposed to debit it. Agree? Same way. Even equity. Yes, equity also gives what my dear? Three things. Correct. All these three things. What is that? Liability, equity, income. All these three things shows the credit balance only. Na? Every case may increasing. I issued equity share capital. Okay. That means equity share capital has gone up. Yeah. So equity share cap gone up, increasing. Increasing means what should I do? I should credit it. That's all you are supposed to do it. Sir, we bought back the shares. Bought back shares means what will happen to shares? Number of shares will come down. Means company will give the money to the people, shareholders ko paisa they will give it and they'll say leave this place. Okay. That means number of shares will come down. When number of shares comes down, got my point? Then what am I supposed to do? You are supposed to reduce it. Correct. Now, reduce means debit only. Same way, income. Sir, I made sales. So sales are going up. You made sales now, that means new sales are come. New sales are created. When you say new sales are created, automatically what should happen? Sales are increasing. Sales are increasing in the sense sales should be credited. That's all. Sales should be credited. Agree? Sir, sales reversal. Sale is income. Reversal means that guy whoever purchased the goods, he returned the goods. Correct na? When he returned the goods, sales are reducing. Reducing means what should I do? Sales account to show sales is an income. Income balance is not income accounts ka balance is credit balance. Sales are reducing. Reducing in the sense we should debit it. That's all. That basic thing you just need to remember. I hope you are clear so far. Done. Chalo, let's come to the debit. Okay. Yeah. When I say debit, expenditure ka account is always debit balance. Yeah. Sir, I spent money. So expense gone up. Yesterday I spent 100. Today I spent another 100. Oh, my expense has gone up from 100 to 200. That means increasing. Increasing means same. Increasing means what is the account balance? The same debit you are supposed to do. So decreasing in expenditure. I spent money. I reversed it. I mean, I correct. I booked a hotel. Later I said, no, I don't want this. Please take the money back or something. Okay. In case the expenditure is reducing, you are supposed to credit it. That's all, my dear. This basic things, if you remember, no, we will be able to pass journal entries for any transaction in this world. Obviously, you will be able to pass journal entry for any transaction in this world. Okay. Chalo. So, right. If you want to have a look at it, yes, please have a look at it. Done. If you say you have noted, we can go to the slides. Okay. Yeah, I have already documented few journal entries. Still, it will take 1 hour plus. That's what I'm minimum expecting. Not less than that, but it is yes, more than that only it will have. It's okay, doesn't matter. End of the day, after this class, if you say I have learnt journal entries or I have revised all my journal entries, now I am comfortable with journal entries. If you tell no, I will be very, very, very happy. I don't need more than that. Okay, right. In the same fashion, my dear, my textbook which you are going to purchase, that is Advanced Accounting Made Easy, which I wrote already. Self-explanatory material. Okay, right. Immediately after writing the information, whatever the questions I am explaining, that I am explaining it from the textbook only. Got it? Done. So next, an important point what I would like to say, right? After immediately, suppose say accounting standard 1 I taught you today. Listen fully. Write it in the notebook. Okay, read whatever you have noted in the notebook. Then immediately open the textbook. Once you open the textbook, got my point? No, you will feel very, 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 very comfortable. As I already told you, do you need to refer some other material? Not at all. Sir, shall I refer ICI material? No, my dear, I already read it. All the questions of ICI material, all the questions of previous exam questions, all RTP questions, everything is already brought in, my dear. Why you want to put once again double impact, double effort? After putting all double effort, no, you make it one small chitku question, which is irrelevant, which I must have missed out. Okay, and no important question is missed out. You can trust me. Okay, thousands of books I do sell in a year. For your information, thousands of books I'll sell in a year. Okay, everybody appreciates the book, which you will be very, very, very happy, and I'm very sure you will recommend it to your friends and friends and friends. You will remember and you will keep the book with you till you are there. Okay, right? I can vouch that because I have seen and I know this fact. Right now it looks too much, but you will not find it too much after reading it. Okay, you yourself will communicate it to me. How good is that book? How that will be useful for a student. Okay, right. Chalo. Sales and debtors related journal entries. I would like to start with, which is very, very easy and simple. So that's why I just want to start with. Okay, so first cash sales or credit sales. So what is the journal entry? Okay, what do you record? Cash. Okay, if you have received cash in the sense or cash or bank, don't worry. Yeah. Cash, bank, both are one and the same. Are not same, no. Correct. As per accounting standard 3, cash includes cash in hand and cash at bank. Got it? As per accounting standard 3, cash includes cash in hand and cash at bank. Both are correct. In the balance sheet of any company, if you see, balance sheet of any company, if you open, got it? They will never write cash and bank. No, cash and cash equivalents will be written. Okay, when we have a chapter called financial statements, there I will explain it to you. Cash and cash equivalent, it is not bank. Got it? In the notes to financial statement, somewhere will write. And for when you're a student, when you are learning this, you don't need to worry about cash or bank. It's fine. Okay, in the some questions they will write only bank, they don't write cash. There I will mention, no, we should do like this. I will give you full explanation, just follow that. Okay, my dear. Yeah. So if it is a cash account debit or a debtor account debit, correct. If it is a credit sale, debtor name should be written. Right. To what? To sales. Correct. Na? Right. So, sir, why should I mention debtor name? This is a basic question, simple question. Anybody, I mean, nobody will ask now. I mean, you guys are already foundation are the degree candidates. Correct. Na? So, obviously, correct. Na? Now, Ravikanth comes to your shop. Assume you have a small provisional store. I'll say, sir, I need 1 kg rice. Okay, done. Ravikant gives cash. Fine. Okay, you will give, okay, say example, 50 rupees is kg rice. 50 rupees I'll give, 1 kg rice you will pack and give it to me, I'll go. Will you ask Ravikant, who are you? What is your address? What is your Aadhaar card number? PAN number? Where are you working? Will you ask? Why will you ask? Cash lelo, item you give it and send, bye bye. That's all, no? Why should I bother about who is this fellow? Correct, na? Very easy living. He is from which part of India? Why do you need it? Correct, na? Suppose same Ravikant comes to you and ask, sir, I need 2 kg of rice. Okay, I'll give you tomorrow, sir. Okay, when you say tomorrow, no question will come. First, who are you, man? Where do you stay? So, can I give you correct? Correct. Yes, maybe I must have visited you 10 times. But still, when you don't, you never asked earlier, because all these things were what? Cash transactions. Now I am asking for credit. Credit means then whom? Correct. I should write in a book, no. Ravikanth should give me 100 rupees because I gave him 2 kg rice. That time I need your name. Otherwise, why do I need your name? Correct. Na? That is where debtor name will be written. Sales is an income. I sold goods, so automatically increasing. Sales is a credit based income. Income gives a credit balance. Increasing in the sense you are supposed to credit it. That's all. Correct, na? Very basic thing. Now, this debtor has given you the cash. This debtor has given you the cash. Now, what do you do, sir? Very simple, sir. Cash account debit to debtor. That's all. Correct, na? Cash came, debit it. Now, easy debtor now? No, he's no more debtor. Why? He gave the money, na? Suppose he is supposed to pay me 100 rupees earlier. So, same 100 rupees he has given it to me. Now, he is not liable to pay me. He already gave it to me. So, that's why Ravikanth is no more a debtor. Correct, na? Ravikanth account ko cut karo, 100 rupees cash receive karo. That's all. Right? Exactly. So, same way. Bad debt expenditure. Bad expenditure, what is the journal entry will record? Any idea? Right? Bad debts. Bad debts means what? Loss. That Ravikanth or somebody is not going to pay. Ravikanth will pay. Ravikanth will never be bad. Okay. Right. So we are not going to get the money from so and so person. Confirmed. Bad expenditure means what, my dear? This is confirmed. What is confirmed? Confirmed means pakka money will not come. Now, what is the point in keeping in the balance sheet? Ravikanth say receivable, Ravikanth say receivable, X should pay me, X should pay me. Why are you dreaming, man? Anyhow, he is not going to pay. Correct. Now, we gave money to somebody, that guy is parar. No address now. Will it come? May not come. Correct. Now, so that's why what should I do? Write down in the books of account. What do you want to do? Bhajan of this name? Not required. No. That's all. Very simple. So, bad expense account debit. It's a loss to me. What is this, sir? Yes, this is a loss to me. This is not expense, but this is a loss to me. Yes, expenditure and losses. Both same treatment. Okay, loss is increasing. Yes, I was not having any loss so far. Now it has become 100 rupees loss. That is increasing na 0 to 100 rupees. Yes, you are supposed to charge off to profit and loss. Bad expense account debit. So now write it off. That means debtor account credit. Correct. Now why means that guy will not give. So I will write off. I will. So X supposed to pay me. Correct. Now so in the balance sheet. What do you say? Yeah, under debtors. Under debtors, X should pay me 100 rupees. I understood X is not going to pay me. Then what is the point? No point. That's why you strike off. Strike off means debtor balance should come down. Debtor balance should come down. That's why we have credited the debtor. And it is a loss to you. Yes, it is a loss to me. So that's why I have debited. My loss is going up. Debited bad expense account debit to debtor. Okay, na? Right. Sir, provisional for doubtful debts, sir. Yeah, this is provisional for doubtful debts. Okay, right. What is it? Is it confirmed? No, not confirmed. This is not confirmed. First thing, this is not confirmed, my dear. This is not confirmed. What is it, sir? Yeah, it is. It is not confirmed, as I told very clearly. Then what is that? Very simple. It is a provisional. Provisional in the sense what? Estimated. Provisional is estimated. I am guessing, sir. How do you guess? How do you guess in the sense? Sir, this guy has to pay. I told him like you have to pay me in 60 days. 2 months credit I gave. It's already 1 year over, sir. Whenever I go, na, he will tell, yes, sir, pakka I will give next tomorrow only, no. Tomorrow only. I'll give you pakka. I'll forward. Don't need to come. I'll transfer RTGS directly. Okay. Yeah, UPI. I know your number. Now I'll transfer it to you. But like the same sentence, he's Satyari Chandra ka baap, sir. Today you go this same line. Tomorrow you go same line. He's on the same line only. He'll never change line only. Okay. Got my point. Yeah. So no doubt, no significant doubt. 60 days means somebody said I will pay. That fellow has not paid me for correct na for so many days. Why should I keep it? Correct na? Okay. Suppose why is saying 200 rupees? I'll pay. Never paid. What is the correct now? So shall I write it off? Shall I remove it from the ledger account? Shall I tear that page? No, don't tear that page right now. So then what should I do? Keep it like this. But let me make a provision. Provision in the sense what? Correct. Now why should I show, say example, my profit. My profit has come 10,000 rupees right now. Okay. I know Y will not pay. If Y will not pay, my profit will come down to 200 rupees now. So that is actually real profit for me is equal to 9,800. Why you say like that? Why you say like that means I am expecting that it is not going to be, it's not going to work out. Better you book the loss in still the time he confirms, no? It will be too much time and it won't make sense. Correct, na? If you are expecting that this money will not come, better you book this as a loss and just keep quiet. Got it? Just keep quiet. I hope you understood what I am trying to tell you. Okay, guys? Exactly. So that's why what is the journal entry, sir? What is the journal entry, my dear? Provision for doubtful debt expenditure account debit. Okay. Debit to provision, correct? Provision for doubtful expense. So where will this will go? This will hit my profit and loss debit side. Okay. Sir, what about the provision for doubtful debts? Provision for doubtful debts is a balance sheet item. I hope you are writing everything. Okay, it is a balance sheet item. Oh, balance sheet item means what will happen, sir? What will happen in the sense? Let me explain it to you by taking this. Yeah, so this is a balance sheet item. Okay, now this is a profit and loss. Yeah, what do you write here in the debit side? PDD expense, provision for doubtful debt expenditure 200. Okay, yeah, and here. And what is that here? Debtors. Debtors is equal to how much, sir? 10,000. Okay, but what is a balance sheet item means what have you written? I have written 2 PDD, provision for doubtful debts. So that means the PDD shows which balance? Credit balance. Correct. Debtor shows what balance? Debtor shows debit balance. Debit balance debtor. Correct. So tell me one common sense thing. Okay, do you think and answer me? So can I write here PDD, my dear? PDD 200 rupees because it is showing credit. What do you say? Right? No way correct. Why not correct? Why not correct means PDD, if I show what is this side? This side is nothing but liability, na? Yeah, liability means what? Liability to whom? Liability means you have an obligation to pay somebody. Correct, na? Are you liable to pay somebody? Whom are you liable, my dear? Why are you liable? Understood? You are not liable to anybody. Correct, na? So when you are not liable to anybody, then what is the concept here? Why should I show it as liability? That guy who is liable to pay me, that guy only not pay. Correct, na? So that guy balance of 200 rupees, is it sitting? Mr. Y balance is sitting out of so many debtors, Y also is a debtor. That's why don't show it as a liability. It is, since it is not a liability, it should be reduced from the asset. Reduction of asset. What is it called? Reduction. Reduction of asset. That's why what do? We should write like here, provision for doubtful debt, 200 rupees cut karo, 9,800 rupees should come in the outer column. I hope you understood. Provision for doubtful debts, name is provision, we'll write. Actual wording, actual wording, not a provision. Correctly, if you look at the schedule 3 of the financial statements, there is no word called provision for doubtful debts. Correct language, but my master taught, your master taught, his master taught, they use the word. That's why I'm also continuing. Still in the books of ICI also still provision for doubtful debts language is there in some of the questions, but that is not a correct language. What is the correct language? Correct language what we use practically, that is allowance for doubtful debts. What is this, my dear? Allowance for doubtful debts. Regarding this, you will get further clarity in accounting standard 29 when I am teaching. Once again I'll explain it to you. Okay. Yeah, I know where all which standard will be impacting and how that will be impacting the financial statements. All that I'll take care. That you don't need to worry at all. Got it? So 9,800 rupees, correct. Now, if it is a provision for doubtful debts, you have credited. I told you that is a balance sheet item. Correct. Now that is a balance sheet item. Yeah, but where will it come in the balance sheet? It will not come on the liability side. Yeah, correct. Now where will it come? It will be reduced. Yes, it will be reduced. It will be reduced from where? It will be reduced from the debtors. It will be reduced from debtors. Okay, but you will never show it as a liability because we are not liable to anybody. That fellow debtor, waste fellow, who is liable to be that fellow only not giving the money. Correct, na? Exactly, my dear. Okay, right. Next, discount given to debtors. Discount is an expenditure. Correct, na? Then the expenditure should be going up. That's why what should I do? Discount expense account debit. Correct, now obviously discount expense account debit to debtor account. Discount expense account debit to debtor account. Agree? Yes. Yeah. Here there is actually one more concept is there. Maybe right now it may be little high level I feel. Okay. With respect to this bad expenditure and provisional doubtful expenditure, no, I'll be explaining you once again at cash flow statement level. There are two ways of making bad expenditure. Okay. Otherwise, can I explain now only? Okay. Yes, you anyhow you are not learning this journal entries for the first time. I feel that will be more than sufficient. Okay, so what am I trying to tell? Bad debt expense. Yes. How do you record it? Bad debt expense recording. Yeah, bad debt expenditure recording. I will say there are two methods. Okay, what is the first method? Yeah, method number one. This is the generally followed method. This is generally followed. What I wrote journal just now, na? That is nothing but bad debt expenditure account debit, bad debt expense account, bad debt expense account debit to debtor account. This is known and well known, and this is the method generally everybody will follow. Okay, sir, what about the method 2? Yes, what about method number 2? Correct. Na? What do you follow exactly? Method number 2, what do we people do it? Okay, yeah, they don't route it through the profit and loss statement, they will reduce it from the PDD. Okay, means how do you do it? I will say provision for doubtful debts. This is a balance sheet item. It is very difficult for you to understand at this minute, but you will get clarity 100%. Even if you don't understand right now, just forget about it. Just copy it. If possible, you apply, think about it. If not, clicking to right now mind, forget about it. I'll explain one more round in the cash flow statement with more and more ledger accounts. Well, by preparing the T balance sheet and etc. T account and etc. I'll explain it to you. That time, 100% guarantee you will get it. If you get now, good. Do not get now, very good. That's all. Okay. Don't care much. Okay. PDD. PDD, provision for doubtful account debits. Okay. 2, provision for doubtful debts account debit to debtor account. Like that also people do record it. Yeah. Provision for doubtful debts is always shows what? Credit balance. Okay. Right. Why are you debiting the provision for doubtful debts? It is very simple. That's what I told you. There are two methods are there, my dear. The second method, do I need to remember? Remember. Make a note. Remember. I told you one of the question. One of the question. I think I say a material question. One of the question from cash flow statement, CFS. You write in full. Cash flow statement. If you want to solve that sum, you should be aware of this method. If you are not aware of this method, then it is very difficult for you to answer that question. That is the only one place it was used. Otherwise, nowhere e concept coming into the picture. Okay, right. So forget, just make a note of it. If you feel yourself like it's too much, it is becoming, forget. I only told forget. Correct. Na? Why to bother about it when it is not so important from exam point of view? Isn't it? Done? Let's look at the purchases and creditors related journal entries. Okay, yeah, these are all easy. Credit purchase or cash purchase. So purchase is an expenditure, so going up, correct na? So you are supposed to debit it. So purchase account debit. Yeah, so cash, if you pay cash, that is cash is an asset, you paid, that means it is coming down, so you are supposed to credit it. Or creditor, creditor is what? Liability, you are supposed to pay. Payment is, I mean, liability is going up, correct na? I purchase today, tomorrow I purchase, means it goes up. So that's why what are you supposed to do? Your liability is increasing because of this transaction, so you are supposed to credit it. So either cash or creditor, correct na? Which you know very well. Now next thing, money paid to creditor. Creditor is a liability, if not today, tomorrow you will pay, correct na? First you say you bought goods from Reliance company, correct na? When you bought the goods from Reliance company, in the place of creditor you will be writing Reliance company, RIL, Reliance Industries Limited. Agree? Correct. So once money is paid to Reliance company, got it? Once money is paid to Reliance company is receiver, basically, correct na? My liability comes down, I paid, now once I pay, my liability comes down. When I buy from them, liability goes up. When I make a payment, liability comes down. Agree? So that's why creditors account debit, so cash is outflow, so to cash will be recording, correct na? Done. Next, so what is that? Discount received from creditors. Okay, you got discount you received. Discount received means is income or not? Correct. Suppose say you purchased goods for 100 rupees. Okay, discount is 10 rupees. That means how much do you pay? 90. That means what you are liable to Reliance company earlier? 100. Now how much are you going to pay? I will pay 10 rupees less. Correct na? Isn't it my liability to Reliance company is coming down? Correct. Liability is coming down means what should I do? Liability shows credit balance. Coming down means you have to reduce it, means you have to debit it. Agree? Yes. So that's why what are you supposed to do now? Creditor account. That's why you're supposed to debit creditor's account. Correct na? Right. And is it an income to you? Yes, income. Correct na? My reduction of liability is an income basically. So to discount income. So where will this discount income? Discount income will be transferred to profit and loss statement. Correct na? So I have written as a second journal entry. Actually not required. Fine. Yeah. So generally, if you want to record one more journal entry, you can record something like that. What you can record? This is P&L statement account debit. Okay. No, not P&L statement account debit. This is a discount income is transfer. Correct na? Discount income account, discount income debit to P&L statement. Yeah. But when do you do this? This is done at the year end, not every day or something. At year end, obviously, you will transfer everything to P&L statement to determine the profit for the period. Exactly. Correct na? Done. Next thing, expenses related, outstanding expenditure related. Correct na? Expense. What is expense? Expense is a P&L item. Agree? Done. So what about outstanding expenditure? So outstanding expenditure is what? It is a liability. Correct na? Outstanding expenditure is a liability. So what is it? It is obviously a balance sheet item. Correct na? It is a balance sheet item. Agree, my dear? Done. So expenditure incurred. Generally, people regard any student, if you ask, what he will say, general expense incurred. Say example, power expense. A journal entry will be power expense account debit to cash. Isn't it? Yeah. Generally, yes, people record like that only. Yeah, that may be correct in the bookish language, but practically how does it happen? It will never be recorded as power expense account debit to cash. If it's an example. Okay, what is wrong in this? There is nothing wrong in it, but that is not the way to record it. Why, sir? Why, sir means simple. Yeah. Suppose you purchase the goods. Yeah, you purchase the goods. So you will say goods account debit to, correct, na, goods account debit to cash. 100 times you will record goods account debit to cash, goods account debit to cash. Now, any one day, if you get to know, Correct na? Suppose this time goods received from company X, this time goods received from company Y, this time goods received from company Z. Correct na? How many goods totally we purchased from X? How do you get to know? You don't know. Agree or not? Correct na? You don't know. Will you go and check the cash account? No, cash account may also you have not recorded. Cash account may you recorded purchase account debit. That's why correct way of recording what? Na? First you should record the outstanding expenses ka entry, you should record it. Say what you record? Say now, say example, power expense. Okay, power expense account debit. To what? Yeah, power payable. Payable power bill. Okay, na power bill payable. Something. Bescom example. I stay in Bangalore. So Bescom, I mean Bangalore Electrical Company, whatever it is. Okay, na? Right. So Bescom. When payable to Bescom will record. When you make a payment, what you will say? Then you will say Bescom account debit to cash. Now, if you see the Bescom account, if you open the Bescom account, my dear, correct na? If you see Bescom account, what happens when you have credited? Correct na? Okay, so this is what is that? By power expenditure. Yeah, power expenditure. How much? 100 rupees. Later to cash. Yes, 100 rupees. Account though closed. Closing account balance is equal to 0. When you open Bescom account, don't you get to know? Okay, this is related to April month. This is related to, correct na, March month. This is related to some month. Like that you will get a clarity. So, right, it's not a wrong entry. It is right entry. Power expense account debit to cash is right. But practically what we do, in all the companies what we do, power expense account debit to payable or outstanding expenses. Okay, then outstanding expense account debit to cash. Like that we will record. We suggest the same thing. Got it? Done. So shall we go here, my dear? Expense account debit to what? Expense account debit to outstanding expenses are payable. Got it? Done. Next, outstanding expenses paid. Yes. Then outstanding expense account, payable account debit to cash or bank, whatever you say. Done. Next, interest income receivable. Interest income receivable. Receivable in sense asset, na? It's going to come in the future. Not payable. Receivable. Receivable, anything receivable is an asset to me. I gave loan to you. Correct, na? Tomorrow will you give me money or not? Yes. Is it asset or liability to me? Asset, yeah. I am not liable to you. When I say I am liable to you means you have right to come and catch me. Hey, pay me Ravikanth. Correct, na? You don't have right. I gave you money. I have right to ask. Hey, come and pay me. I gave you money. Correct, na? Interest receivable asset. So that's why what do you record? Interest receivable account debit. So what is this item, sir? Is it a P&L item or balance sheet item? This is a balance sheet item. Correct, na? Balance sheet item. 2. Interest income. Yes, it is interest income. It is like accrued interest. Correct, na? Interest receivable. What can I write here? Can I write it here? Accrued interest. Yes, it is accrued interest. Accrued interest accrued. Money will come later. Tomorrow day after. Got it? Right. So when interest is income is received. Income is received in the sense what? That is cash received basically. Correct. Now this is cash received basically. Then what do you record? Journal entry. Receivable, correct. Now cash came. So cash account debit. Agree? 2. To what? Interest receivable. Exactly. Clear? Perfect. Now interest related to current year 100 rupees but paid only 90 rupees. So when I say paid means this is interest expenditure, interest income. Correct. Interest expense basically. Interest expense. Interest related to current year 100. Correct. Now are you supposed to accrue? Yes. Is it your expenditure? Yes. So what do you say? Expense account debit. Correct. Now you think of about this journal entry first of all. Take few seconds. You should try, correct? When you should see the things and you should try accordingly, you should write it. What do you record now here? Interest expense account debit 100. How much you paid? 90. So to cash 90. Balance 10. Are you liable to pay? Is it our job to pay or not? Yes. So that's why what do you say? To interest payable. Correct na? Interest expense account debit, cash, right? Outstanding. Outstanding means what? Where will it come? It is a balance sheet item. Correct na? Under other liabilities, other current liability, we will present it. Guys, correct na? Exactly. I hope you must have noted. Done. Let's go to the next thing. Prepaid expenditure. This is good. Okay. Generally, students are confused sometimes with respect to prepaid expenditure. You paid in advance. What will come to you? Is it money? No, no. Money will not come. Prepaid expense means what? Service will come in the future. What is receivable? Receivable service. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. Receivable service from party in the future. Okay. Right. What is examples are? Insurance. Correct. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I gave example also. With this example, you will get clarity about prepaid expenditure full. I don't doubt that is after this listening to this example now, you will feel yourself comfortable. Yes, I know prepaid expenses fully. Agree? Done. Chalo, my dear. And 1st January 2016. Yeah, 16 or 17 or 26 or it doesn't matter. Some number, whatever came to my mind, I wrote. Okay, na? Don't think that 2016. Okay. Right, very old questions are. No, nothing related to old or new. This is accounts. Accounts is not changed. Accounting standards are also not changed. From 2016 only up to 2015 or 16, there was an amendment. Okay, from that time to this time. Got it? Nothing is changed. Got it? Right. So, 110 2016. Done. We pay 20,000 rupees for a maintenance, computer maintenance. So other party will give me maintenance. Whenever I have a problem with my computer, these guys will get rectified. Correct? Exactly. This is for 2 years time. 2 years means 24. 24 months they will serve me. But for 24 months I paid the money right now. 20,000 rupees I paid. That means, isn't it 20,000 rupees may? That is per annum expenditure is equal to 10,000, my dear. Correct. Actually per annum expenditure is equal to 10,000. Correct. When did you make a payment? On 1st October. 1st October to 31st March. How much time is there? 6 months. So current year related expenditure, 6 months expense. 6 months expenditure means what? Per annum 10,000 means 6 months is equal to 5,000. Correct, na? Exactly. So now how do you do? What is the journal entry? First time when you make a payment. Shall I book full expenditure? No. Benefit is going to come for the next 2 years time. Benefit is going to come to you over the next 2 years of time. So how can you book the expenditure right now? Which is illogical. Agreed? Right. That's why, correct, na? That is the reason. What is the entry should record? Prepaid expense account debit. Correct? Prepaid expense account debit. To what you paid? Cash only I paid, sir. Okay, to cash. How much? 20,000. 20,000 you made a payment. Next, nice, sir. Now, I am preparing balance sheet item. Okay, na? Yes, observe carefully. Not balance sheet, this is journal entry. I'm sorry. Okay, right. So, 16. Next financial year is what? 31st March 2017. That next financial year, 31st March 2018. That next financial year is 31st March 2019. Correct. So, in this financial, correct, now from 110 to, correct, isn't it a period of 6 months only, my dear? Yes. And isn't it here from here to here 12 months period is there? Yes. So from here to here how much time is there? 12 months is there, but that 2 years in the sense what? 30th September only my period gets over. Correct na? Service period is 30th September tak. Year end preparation will be doing it on so on so date. Correct na? 31st March. Here also 6 months period is there. That's why 6 months ko how much should be charged? Yes, we should charge 5,000 rupees by this year end. यहाँ पे 10,000 rupees you should charge it. यहाँ पे 5,000 rupees you are supposed to charge it. Agree na? Now, look at my dear. Maintenance expense account debit. Yes, this is related to computer maintenance, correct na? That's why maintenance expense account debit. How much, sir? 5,000 in the first year. So 2, prepaid expenditure. Because you have written first today, prepaid expenditure is asset. That asset should come down because already you have consumed the benefits. Because you already utilized the benefits for the 6 months. So value of the asset has gone down. That's why you are crediting the prepaid expenditure. Clear? Done. So what about the next year, sir? Next year, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, I'm giving the balance sheet also. This is P&L impact. Correct? Huh? Yeah. Balance sheet mein what will come, sir? How much prepaid expenditure is there? When I have recorded first day, it was 20,000 rupees. Correct. But you have reduced the 5,000 rupees. Na? So prepaid expenditure will be, correct? Na? Prepaid expenditure asset side. What will be there? 20,000 minus 5,000. 15,000 will be presented on 31st March 2017. What is hitting the profit and loss statement? Expense, P&L. P&L mein what is hitting? 5,000 rupees has gone. Correct? Na? Right. Sir, next year what you will do, sir? Next year what you will do? Correct? Na? Next year what you will do? I'll tell you that. Yes, here I have to give this information. I told you 10,000 rupees you are supposed to book the expenditure. Why? 12 months you have utilized it. Per annum, expense should be 10,000 because 20,000 is for 2 years. Per annum, per full year, it is equal to 10,000. 10,000 entry what? Again, maintenance expense account debit to prepaid expenditure will record the journal entry. Agree? Right. So when you have recorded, when you reduce the, correct now, you are reducing the prepaid expenses because you have utilized the asset. Utilization, correct now? Say, it's a simple example. Correct now? Okay, this, say example, this mobile is there. A mobile is useful for how many years, sir? Say example, 4 years. 1 year I have used. The value will come down. You have got the benefits of it. So the mobile value in the books of account should reduce it. So in the same way, prepaid expenses account debit. Prepaid expenses asset for how much? 20,000 rupees. And as per the agreement, they have to give me services for how much? 2 years. Have they given services already? 6 months? Yes. Proportionately, you are supposed to reduce it. So that's why expense account debit, relevant expense. If it is a insurance expense account debit, I would have recorded. Okay, yeah. If it is related to computer maintenance, that's why I'm recording maintenance expense account debit. Depends upon what nature of expenditure, that nature of expense will be debited and asset is going to be reduced. Got it? Done. So now, my dear, next point, you observe carefully. Yeah. So prepaid expense next year. So 10,000, correct? What is the balance here? 10,000 was there. Again, out of 10,000 rupees, have you reduced it by 10? Another out of 15,000, 10,000 has come down. Come down. Then the balance is 5,000. And this 5,000 also you have charged off to P&L in the next year. Correct? Na? Yes, last year mein 5,000 because for 6 months only you consumed it. Charge off. So E 5,000 rupees again reduction from this 5,000. E 5,000 is the opening balance. And what you have charged off is this number. That's why by end of the year, 31st March 2019, is there any balance? There is no balance. That's all. Okay? Excellent. Now, I hope you have understood this. If you have not noted, please note it. Then, yes, my dear, dividend related journal entries. Now, one by one, slowly I'll take the, so for cash, sales entry, purchase entry, expense entry, we have recorded. Yeah, I'll take you to dividend related, I'll take you to property, plant and equipment, I'll take you to investment, I'll take you to preference share capital, I'll take you to so many things. Yeah, I told you, you should have some patience. Okay, I will be covering this when you write all these journal entries, no? Maybe some 5-6 pages or 10 pages it will come. Correct. Now, those 10 pages for 10 times if you revise it, no, daily 5-10 minutes if you revise it, no, 5 minutes. Initially, for next 10 days if you revise it, no, afterwards you don't need to revise it. Only 10 days correctly if you revise it, no, wholeheartedly. You hide, read the line on the top, what is there, you tell yourself. Yes, correct, correct. That means you remember. Next try, check yourself. 11th day you don't need to do. It's already must have been registered in your mind. Got it? Exactly. So dividend related journal entries. First, dividend income or dividend expenditure are you talking? Dividend is not an expenditure, first of all. Correct na? What is dividend, sir? Dividend is what, my dear? Dividend is a distribution of profits. Correct. Now what is it? This is distribution. Distribution of profits. Profits to whom, sir? Distribution of profits to shareholders, owners. Distribution of profits to holders, shareholders. Agree? It is a distribution of profits to the shareholders. Done. So, is it an expenditure? No, never it is an expenditure. Never it is an expenditure. So that's why, will it come to P&L statement? No, it will not come under the P&L statement. P&L it will not come. P&L appropriation may you may show it. A P&L appropriation, we don't call, right, in the practical scenario, we'll never call P&L appropriation. We'll call it as a SOCIE, statement of changes in equity. We'll discuss about this later. Okay, what is it? It will come under SOCIE. You write this. Full form is statement of changes in equity. It will come. We'll discuss surely. Okay, na? We're just starting today, right? Na? Don't worry about it. When dividend is proposed or declared. Yeah, correctly speaking, my dear, he proposed what I should write off. You also don't write it. Why, sir? No, proposed dividend ko no journal entry. That's why. Okay. So what is the entry, sir? It should come out from where, sir? It should come from the retained earnings. Retained earnings means accumulated profits. Correct. Now, what is retained earnings, sir? Retained by me, retained by the company. That is, retained means kept. This is nothing but accumulated profits. People used to call it as surplus. Yes. P&L balance in the balance sheet. The people call different names. But the correct terminology, retained earnings. Okay. Once you go to articleship and etc., you will get to know all these things. Yeah, bookish language is different and practical language is little different. Not too much different, little different. So retained earnings. Yeah, from the retained earnings, say I am going to give it. Correct. Now what is that? So proposed dividend, not proposed dividend, my dear. Again, I am telling. It's a dividend payable. Declaration should happen. Declaration. Sir, who will declare it? It will be declared at. It will be declared at AGM. Yes, in your law master will explain that. Correct. Who will declare? Yes, declaration will happen at AGM. Done. Next, sir. Equity dividend paid. Yeah, here I have written dividend payable. Correct, na? Yes. And that, what is that? Dividend payable exists. Yeah, here you say dividend payable. Yeah, dividend payable exists in the balance sheet. Now you are paying. Okay, payment means dividend payable account debit to cash. Correct, na? That's all. Dividend payable account debit cash. Yeah, this also dividend payable. I am changing it. Don't be confused. There is no concept called proposed dividend. Proposed dividend ko we don't proposal. Proposal is not, the other party is not accepted. Proposal is one-sided. Correct. Now that such kind of proposals I will not be recording it. Once it is getting into concrete situation, a transaction took place. Proposal is not a transaction. Correct. Now proposal is not a transaction. That's why we will not record it. That is a common sense point. Correct. Now that's all. Okay, sir, equity dividend paid, sir, but proposed dividend or proposed dividend placement, I will always write dividend payable. Sir, dividend payable does not exist in the balance sheet. Okay. Suppose sometime it happens in some of the questions, you may find it like this. They say dividend paid, but there is no dividend payable in the balance sheet. How did they pay it? That means they would record a direct entry. Correct, direct entry in the sense what? Retained earnings account debit to cash. It will never happen. This is bookish, but it's okay. Okay, P&L appropriation. In P&L appropriation also, correctly speaking, retained earnings account debit. RE, retained earnings account debit to cash or bank. Got it? Yes, exactly. Next, sir, interim dividend paid. Interim dividend means what? Interim dividend means during the year. Generally, final dividend. When I say final dividend, What do you mean by final dividend? Final dividend is that is which is paid after year end. After year end. That is after 31st March. Okay, after 31st March, if you make a payment in the month of May or June or somewhere before September, at the AGM, if it is declared and paid, that is called final dividend, because you got to know about the full year profits or loss, profits you got it. Then from there they distributed the money. Interim means what? In between. Okay, that is during the financial year itself. Suppose say if the financial year is equal to 2000, say example 21 plus May. What do I write? I generally sometime I'll write like 2021. This in the books also I am writing like this now. Sir, what is x1? X plus May you keep 2 or 3 or 4 away. That is dash. It's like left to you. Okay. So 2021 assume. 2021, 22. Just some numbers I'll take it for the sake. Just forget about that year and dates. Okay. No? That is irrelevant to your subject. Sir. Then generally what will happen after the, if it is a final dividend means after the March 2022 they will make a payment, dividend payment. In the AGM once it is declared they will give the money to you. That is final dividend. Interim dividend means during this in the sense April 2021 say 31st March 22, in between only in the month of August. Current year say if they give, sir, can they give it? Yes. Board can give it, but subject to some conditions that you will be learning from the law teacher. Okay, because law related that is. Okay, in this case what will happen? Because there won't be any dividend payable. Correct? Na? There won't be any dividend payable in this scenario. So that's why here also directly either P&L appropriation account or P&L appropriation account or what is that? Retained earnings account debit to cash directly it will happen. Even preference dividend when you make a payment also. Same thing, my dear. Okay, under both the circumstances, same journal entry will come. Under both the circumstances, same journal entry will come. Okay, first and foremost thing, what you understood from here now? What you understood from here? Dividend is not an expenditure. Dividend is appropriation of profit. Whatever the profit allocated to equity shareholders, out of that money, now we are making a payment today. That's all. Nothing new, nothing great. Got it? Yes. So retained earnings account debit to dividend payable when you declare it. When you make a payment, dividend payable account debit to cash. Basic. Okay. Sir, it is not there in the, it is not routed through dividend payable account. Then direct in the sense retained earnings account or P&L appropriation account debit to directly cash. That is the same thing interim dividend, because interim dividend situation also there won't be any dividend payable account because it is happening, it's not declared. Okay, there is no AGM. Management can take a decision. So interim dividend payment also same, retained earnings account or P&L appropriation account debit to cash, it will happen. Okay. In case of preference dividend also, you can record preference dividend payable and from there you can transfer it, or directly also you can record it depending upon the circumstance. This kind of situation, I'll explain you more and deep in cash flow statement. Okay. Yes. Remember, I hope you must have noted this. Done? Done. Investment related journal entries. Okay. What is investment related journal entry? Investment related journal entry, when you buy the investment, how to account for. Correct? Na? That is how we are supposed to look at. When you buy the investment, there is an example, you bought the shares. So investment in shares account debit to cash. That's all. Correct? Na? Done. Next, sir. Sir, investment sold for profit. Profit ke liye sale kiya. So now what is that? How do you record it? Investment sold means cash came. Cash account debit. Investment sold means investment is gone. So credit investment. And you sold it for profit. Means you purchased for 100. You sold it for 120. Or 20 rupees is a profit. Correct. 20 rupees. So transfer to profit and loss statement. I mean, profit on sale of investment, you write it. That will be nominal account. Cash account debit, investment account to profit and loss. If you sell the same thing for loss, what is your journal entry? Think. Very simple. Correct, no? Yes, exactly. That is loss account debit. Correct. No? Loss on sale of investments account debit, cash account debit to investment account. Correct? Done. Exactly. Next here. One more point is there. Investment sold. And if the question says, actually, my dear, when I say investments, no, this is actually dealt by, how to account for, this is dealt by accounting standard 13 actually. We have a chapter called investment chapter. Got it? Accounting standard 13 may they explain. Accounting standard 13 may what they say, if you get a profit or if you get a loss, correct, it should be transferred to profit and loss statement. It should be transferred to profit and loss statement. That is set by accounting standard 13. But one or two questions of this is whatever I told, it should be transferred to P&L. That is 100%, not 100%, 1000 times correct. In cash flow statement, you will find one such kind of nonsense questions will be possible. You can't change the question. Correct? You don't have right to question the question. Okay, and never try to question the question and never try to question ICA. Yeah? That is very dangerous. If you want to pass, never try to do that. Okay, done. So investment sold for profit, and if the question says like this, what is that, my dear? If question says like this, they say that it is transferred to capital reserve account, not to profit and loss account. Okay, they told like it is not transferred to profit and loss account, it is transferred to capital reserve. Sir, here what can I do? In the place of P&L, we will record capital reserve. That's all. Correct. The journal entry will come. Don't write it here anyhow. Okay, na? Yeah. If they say something like that, cash account debit to investment to capital reserve. Okay. Yeah. When do you do this? Only when specifically asked. Only when it is specifically asked. Got it? Only when it is specifically asked in the question, we'll do it. Now, otherwise, it has to go to profit and loss statement only. It should never come to capital reserve. Got it? Only when it is specifically asked in the question, we'll do. Otherwise, there is no such concept. That concept does not exist. Now, investment related income. Okay, what is investment related further, sir? Pre-acquisition dividend. Yes, actually detailed discussion. 2-3 sums will do. Yeah, this I doubt whether you understand right now, but you just make a note of it. Whatever I'm explaining now, it's coming from different standards, different chapters. That's good to have all the journal entries at one place. Generally, what I used to do in my student days, what I used to do, I mean, I know I'm not that great at, I was not that great at journal entries and etc. But now is obviously correct. Now that's a different level. So now what I used to do, all journal entries. Okay. This accounts notebook will be there. No, turn backside of the book. I'll write all the journal entries, chapter wise. Each chapter may journal entries 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 will come. Okay, all 10 possibilities I'll write it. Okay, every sum I'll see. Oh, this sum new journal entry is coming. Okay, why can't you write it? I didn't know. And I used to revise that journal entries. And I'll be remembering the transaction also. Correct, na? Not just before exam, right? I used to do it like on daily basis, at least 5 minutes, 6 minutes, very small amount of time, not like hours and hours. Correct, na? 5 minutes, 10 minutes maximum. I used to revise all the journal. That's how I got the grip of it. Then over a period of time, I understood obviously the concept of it. And subsequently, you don't need to remember separately. You don't need to by heart. Correct, na? It will come automatically. It will come. Because you are chartered accountant. Chartered accountant is expert in what? Accounts. So you wanted to become the expert. If you want to become expert, you should be good at what? First, accounts. There is no accounts without journal entry, right? So you have to get the grip of journal entries. Correct, na? Without journal entries, even if you become by chance or by mistake, correct? If you are qualified, you correct. Then you should be ready for humiliation, isn't it? People will correct. How you cleared the CA? इसको डेबिट क्रेडिट मालूम नहीं. Agree or not? People will make fun of you. That's more painful. Correct. Now, today, being a student, if I say, don't you know this journal entry, you may not feel bad. May not. You can feel bad, but generally not required because teacher I am shouting at you means what's wrong in that? Correct. Now, so elder, senior, when I shout at you, you should accept it. Sir is shouting, so there must be some reason. Sir shouts means not because of revenge or something, for our goodness. Exactly. So that you need to keep it in mind. Any person, correct? Maybe your friend is shouting means that is a different concept. Me, your father, your mother, or elderly persons in the family shouting means they wanted to see a growth in you, growth in your life. Correct? Maybe sometime it happens, it may be a little bit harsh to us, but you should start thinking about it. What is that? Why are they telling? How is it beneficial? Not beneficial. Correct? You purchased the class already. Whether you read or not read, how does it matter? To me, not matter. Still, I am telling you. Why am I telling you? In correct, considering, obviously your goodness. You should grow in life. That concept, if you understand, automatically you will grow in life, my dear. Nobody can stop. If I say study like this, I am guiding you. Sir is telling. Sir is experienced. Correct. So many years of qualification and so many companies ko Sir has seen. Accounting ka books he has written. Correct. 25,000 students ko he taught. So with lot of experience, somebody is telling this is the better way. It's not that is the only way. But I have already walked in that. So with the experience, I say this is better, I felt. That's why I am communicating to you. You also can give a try. You can trust us at least for some time. Correct. You can give a try. And you decide whether it is good or bad. Sometimes what I found good may be bad to you. What you found good, that may be bad to me. That's natural. That is natural, quite natural. I agree with you. But giving a try is obviously not a bad thing. Correct. I'm not asking you to try the bad habits or something. Correct. I'm trying the good things only. Right? You can try and find out how good they are. Right, my dear? Exactly. So the detailed discussion of this is happening under Accounting Standard 13 discussion. I will explain. But for the time being, you just make a note of it and try to remember it. So what is it? Pre-acquisition dividend. What is pre, what is post is very difficult to you at this point of time. So cash account debit to investment account. So it is reduced from, it is not gone to the profit and loss statement. It is not gone to P&L. Sir, it is dividend, sir. Yes, this is dividend. But pre-acquisition. What is pre-acquisition? It is not normal dividend. It is something different. That's why Accounting Standard 13 says reduce it from the asset. That's why you reduce the investment. Cash is received. Sir, post-acquisition dividend. This is normal. Normal. What do you do? Dividend is an income. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct. Now, what do you record now? Cash account debit to P&L. Cash dividend means cash comes. It's an income. Dividend income. That is transferred to profit and loss statement. Okay. Done. Next. Fixed assets and depreciation. Yeah. This will take some time. Some at least 10-15 minutes time it will take. But this will be very useful and helpful. Some confusion is there in the minds of many students. Okay. Even though students have cleared, what is that? Whatever the level, whether it is foundation level or degree level, still they have got some doubts on accumulated depreciation. What is accumulated depreciation? They don't know. Okay. Let's try to understand that. Okay, my dear.